The book of Zechariah, the plagues are described as divine punishment inflicted upon those who fight against Jerusalem, specifically Zechariah 14:12 through 15. Well, we're going to talk about it. We're just going to talk about the whole book of Zechariah because it is an end time heavy prophetic book. And many don't realize it, but Zechariah is like Revelation's twin in the prophets, full of visions, judgment, restoration, and the coming king. And pastors don't like to preach about this. I mean, when have you went to church and have them preach about the plagues and the judgments in the book of Zechariah? You don't even hear about these books, right? Well, we're going to talk about it. Yahuwah's anger against the nations. Zechariah 1:14 through 15. I'm exceedingly jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion. I am very sore displeased with the nations that are at ease. The nations that oppress Israel will be judged. They went too far in afflicting Yahuwah's people. Slavery, colonization, persecution. The same nations sitting comfortable, now will face divine wrath. The scattering, shaking of the nations. Zechariah 2:8-9. He that touches you touches the apple of my eye. I will shake my hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants. Yahuwah calls Israel the apple of his eye. Harming them is harming him. The last days, shaking will flip the tables. Those who enslave and rule become spoils themselves. Judgments against false shepherds and leaders. Zechariah 10:3. My anger was kindled against the shepherds, and I punished the goats, for Yahuwah of hosts has visited his flock. Corrupt leaders, both political and religious, who misled his people will face destruction. This applies to false pastors, greedy prophets, and wicked rulers. And the siege of Jerusalem, the fine battle. Zechariah 12:2-3. Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling. All nations of the earth will be gathered against it. In the last days, the nations will surround Jerusalem for war, Armageddon. Instead of victory, they will drink the cup of Yahuwah's fury. Zechariah 12:9. And it shall come to pass that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem. The plague of Yahuwah on the nations. Zechariah 14:12. That's what he's talking about. This shall be a plague with which Yahuwah will strike all the peoples that wage war against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall rot while they are still standing on their feet, and their eyes shall rot in their sockets, and their tongue shall rot in their mouths. Dang! A horrifying judgment, like instant decay, possibly